Ken Carson dropped his highly anticipated album, Experiment. So far, I've been seeing a lot of great things about the project from the fans. But of course, there is still the bad. And some people just wasn't rocking with this for real.
This is exactly like the second half of More Chaos. It's just like watered down distortion slop.
So let's talk about Experiment and see if it really did live up to the hype. First things first, let me glaze the rollout real quick because Ken was on some creative shit. I made 2 videos about Ken's rollout, and throughout the past weeks, he's been mad active on social media, dropping short films for the project every other day, dropping off USBs with songs on it in different cities around the US for us to find and share what's inside, to also dropping the full track list with mini songs that had crazy snippets already released and even crazier features. He did everything right before releasing his project. No one could deny that. Ken's really a superstar now and one of the greatest for our generation. He's also had great merch, cool ass vinyls, and some sick ass art too. It was all built up for the very moment on Friday when this new melodic Ken was gonna drop, and he did it. After a couple listens, I could confidently say that this project was amazing. The production was the highlight of this for real. These beats were super crazy, still having some hard hitting 808s, but added with that levitating feeling. Ken said that he wanted to make this album different from his Chaos era, which if you actually listen to the music, can tell that this was on the more melodic side than Rage. I'm hearing people say that this project is still repetitive of that Chaos sound, but that's just not true for real. Experiment was a project full of Kryptonite or Overseas type of songs. Yeah, there was still Rage, but Ken acted on his work and gave us a great mixture of those sounds. Just like he said on Shade Sun, no matter what I make, they gon' call it Rage. Also, Ken was speaking on Experiment, just like in his More Chaos album, which in my opinion is where he was really rapping his ass off on the lyrical side of his music. But on Experiment, he had hella lines that were tough as hell and just made you go Knocking, for example. The whole song was of course him flowing on this cool ass beat, and in his verse he starts talking about being betrayed and doubted to now having people copying his swag, being far ahead in everything than his doubters, and he did that all by himself. His confidence and security he has while being the best in his field while rapping how he is just shows the type of level he was on this project. And then to top it off, the features on this album was elite. 2 songs with Playboy Cardi that were both immaculate. Shopping with Destroy Lonely was the best feature for real. These 2 were moving like LeBron and D Wade on the track. When they started doing the ad-libs for each other's verses, I was cheesing so hard, bro. Just going bar for bar, cooking on this tough ass beat. And he just announced that they're dropping their collab tape on October 30th. And we still have cartoons dropping this Friday. We eating good this year. So many great things happen and great things to look forward to. Then the second best feature was 100% the GOAT himself, Lil Uzi Vert. I wish Uzi had more bars in his song because he was locked the it was great hearing Uzi again. It's been a little minute. Can't wait for his next project. And the last feature was Young Thug. Thug had the weakest feature on the project. Like, it wasn't terrible, but it was hella bland and just felt like he wasn't trying compared to the other feats. Thug's a legend, but recently I haven't been fucking with his music like that. Off the first day streams, Experiment reached 15.6 million streams. That's the highest from any of his projects so far. There are some people that already have this over A Great Chaos. AGC is an extremely hard album to beat as his best project. A Great Chaos is better than Experiment, but I don't know if More Chaos or Experiment should get the 2 spot. I really have to have hella time to marinate with this project because there's just too many bangers, and it gets better after every listen. So to answer the question, did Experiment live up to the hype? It doesn't get any clearer for real. The replay value on this thing is nuts. I made a TikTok on my top 5 from the project. These ones are insane, and if we're being real, all the other songs are really the honorable mentions. There wasn't a miss on this project, just some alright songs that still won't get skipped. Of course, Experiment had its flaws and wasn't as great as A Great Chaos, but for the start of a new era for Ken, more mature and evolved Ken Carson, the future looks promising. And he gave us 22 songs with pure flow state on some majestic ass beats. We got 2 more projects coming out this year from him too. Let me know what you guys think of Experiment down below. I've been seeing everywhere more good than bad about this project, which is awesome. This album needs its recognition, and I know most of you guys watch me for the Yeet content. Don't get me wrong, I know Yeet is a better artist than Ken Carson, but Ken is right behind him. And if I'm being honest, ADL and Experiment are neck and neck for me right now. I can't choose between the 2. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll be back on Friday because apparently Ken is blessing us with more music, so we ain't missing out on that.